Okay, that ain't bad. I was worried because this see-through shirt, y'all. I'm so like insecure sometimes about my arms, and I'm just like, whatever. They look way better. I look a little bit more toned, huh? But anyway, hi. Welcome back to my channel. Dom here. We are gonna scoot that up a little bit though, because that's too much of the boobie. We have the Sailor Moon collection. I am so excited about this collection. It is so freaking pretty. Are you kidding me? Hello, we got the full collection. So we have Daylight Lip Bundle. We have Moonlight Lip Bundle. We have the Glitterly Obsessed. Are they all the same thing? Moonlight Legend and Moon Prism Power. So we have both of these. Let's take them out the package. And I already saw them, but you know. And it has like her little symbol on the top, her little brooch that she transforms with. I'm trying so hard. I just messed up the package. Jesus Christ. The other one has the same thing. The Moon Prism Power is purple and it has like moons and stars in it. And then the Moonlight Legend is just like a pink. So to compare the two. Oh my dear lord, these blushes is what I was like super excited about. It's the pressed powder blush, and one is from the moon, and then the other color is Cat's Eye. So Cat's Eye I think is the one I really like. And then the holographic, oh my god, like, excuse me. Wait, can I do it? There we go. Oh, when she found Luna. So cute. Yeah, Cat's Eye is the one I really, really love. It's like a glittery, peachy coral pink. And then from the moon, it has the same holographic. So cute. Wait, can I do the other one again? Okay, there we go. And then this one is more like a matte, bright Barbie doll pink. So let me hold them up next to each other so you can see the difference without dropping them, because holy poopies. Oh, that almost looked gold for a second, but this is Cat's Eye and then that's from the moon. So this is more of a peachy, goldy pink, and then this is more of a deep Barbie doll pink. And I also have the makeup palette. I'm always weirded out by how tiny the packaging is. Like, this is pretty small, but I guess so it could be compact. And her little holographic too, if I could get it the holograph right. There we go. I love that. Oh, and then here are the eyeshadow colors. How freaking pretty is that? Serenity. Wait, what is this color? Mare Serenitatis? It's the pressed glitter one. It's this one. Dear Lord. That color payoff though. Oh, that's pretty. No, Tuxedo Rose. Tuxedo Rose. Oh, the color payoff. You guys, I have not touched this. So when I do my swatches, they'll be wrecked. Oh my god. This is Love. I like that color. That's Love and that's Tuxedo Rose. Ooh, these are really bright. Luna is like a, it's like a metallic purple. Wait, what is Full Moon? I feel like everybody would do a color with this. Oh, that's like more of a yellow gold. Transition color. I guess I could use Moon Castle. It's like a peachy color. Whoa. Maybe not. That's Miracle Romance. It didn't show up very well. That's Twilight Flash. That might be a transition shade. Shining Moon. Whoa, that's Shining Moon. Wow. And this is Silver Millennium. How pretty! Bruh, this palette is so freaking bright. I'm gonna attempt a cut crease. No, I said attempt. I don't have any foundation from ColourPop. We're gonna go in with Juvia's Place Full Coverage Foundation in the color Kampala, 340 Kampala. And I'm doing a full coverage foundation with this just because I want to see the brightest of the colors, and usually this works for this. If you don't want fallout, of course, do your foundation last. I can't focus doing my foundation last. I don't see how some girls do that. That just freaks me the hell out. So, let's talk Sailor Moon. So, I grew up watching Sailor Moon, obviously. I started watching Sailor Moon when I was like, what, 7, 8, somewhere around there. Maybe before then, just a little bit. I started off watching the crappy dub of the 90s. Now, mind you, I really loved the voice actors from the 90s. And if you're a big Sailor Moon fan like me, I'm going to tell you this right now. The first movie, Sailormoon R, Petals of the Rose, if you have that version of it now, it's the newer dub of it. It's not the older voices. And what happened, because I had to do some research on it, what happened was that Dick, I think it's Dick, or whoever made the VH tips originally, they lost the copyright of it. And they had to go in and redub it. I truly love the original dub of that. And everybody's like, oh, it didn't age well. No, but I still love it because they were the original voices that I heard. I heard the new ones too, but like, they were the original voices. I absolutely love that. People are charging thousands of dollars for their VHS tapes for that. And I'm like, bro, I'm not for that. And my dad used to buy me like the Sailor Moon movies and stuff from when freaking Media Play was a thing. Oh my god. And that was the only one that I didn't get before they switched the dub over and all that other junk. So there's supposed to be a Sailor Moon movie coming out next year. It was supposed to come out September the 11th of this year, but Corona, so you know, damn virus. I'm gonna go in next with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in 10. If you want to get into Sailor Moon, I suggest getting the uncut version. You can watch the dub that I grew up on, but it'll make much more sense if you watched the newer stuff. Sailor Moon Crystal, that when they redid Sailor Moon, because they did do that a few years ago, it's more true to the comic book. They don't cut things out, like Michiru and Haruka being cousins. They were not cousins. They were just a lesbian couple. On what, I guess, is it the CDC? I guess they didn't want kids getting all into that just yet. I don't know. Whatever. But we got the version of it when they were cousins, whereas now everybody knows that was a damn lie. It might be best to honestly read the manga and then watch Sailor Moon Crystal, because it's more close to that. And then if you want to, you can go back and watch the 90s one. But I am a sucker for nostalgia, so I really love the 90s one. Crystal was good too. They got better as they drew their faces, because their faces looked a little wonky in the beginning. People called them out on that, and I don't know. Sailor Moon is a legacy, man. I don't know. My brother actually told me about Sailor Moon. You can be a guy and watch Sailor Moon. Somebody told me that they thought that I'm a part of this Sailor Moon group, and you know, people just post about their memorabilia or Sailor Moon happenings or talk about the show, stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, this guy told me about this, and somebody had said to me, they must be gay then, huh? And I'm like, you don't have to be gay to watch Sailor Moon. I just don't understand what was the point of saying that. It's a cartoon, my dude. My brother's not gay, and he introduced me to Sailor Moon. He introduced me to Dragon Ball Z. That's like them saying that Dragon Ball Z is a boy show and I must be gay because I watched that. I'm just like, bruh, shut up. Like, what the hell? You can be any sexuality and watch Sailor Moon. And I feel like because Sailor Moon was so inclusive, I mean, we didn't know at the time. I mean, we pretty much figured out Michiru and Haruka. And I was like, why are they lying? It's a show. But there's a lot of different sexualities and people all encompassing in Sailor Moon. And I really, really freaking love that. It was all about love and justice and, you know, being true friends. I feel like Sailor Moon has given me like a big, I don't know, it's given me really high standards when it comes to friends, because I'm just like, bruh, if you ain't with it, you gotta go. If you ain't down for me, like you ain't no ride or die, you gotta go. I just, la 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 la. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G, Snoop Dogg! Usagi just means bunny too, if people don't know that. Her name in the comic, and I think in the new Sailor Moon Crystal is Usagi. It may still be Serena. In the American version, she's Serena. So I actually have like a stomach tattoo of the transformation ribbon, but since Mercury used to be my favorite. Sailor Mercury, and then it went from Sailor Mercury to Sailor Mars. So now Sailor Mars is my favorite. And excuse me, I like Sailor Mars a little bit more, only because she's born on my birthday, which is April 17th. I think that's cool. She's born on my birthday, and she's an Aries. I'm an Aries. Like, I have her symbol tattooed along with Sailor Moon's transformation brooch, so that was very fitting. I still have this Sailor Moon tattoo, which is hit record and Rini's transformation brooch. I think when I get some more, I'll update my tattoos video. I haven't gotten any more, obviously, because of all this COVID stuff and all of that. But maybe I'll get some more next year. I just don't feel like it's safe to right now. So, you know, when I was little, pretend I was like Sailor Moon transforming, and she does that little like kick in the air. I think it was Sailor Moon S where she had like the ribbons and it made that noise, like brrr, or at least in my version of Sailor Moon it was. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this palette, because I am extremely nervous just because there's technically like no transition shade, and I'm trying to do it to see if I can use the palette by itself. We're gonna take the Nubian palette by Juvia's Place, because I need a brown, y'all. So we're gonna take this color, this light yellow. It's more in a yellow orange. Okay. Ooh, what color are we gonna take next, y'all? We're gonna take the color Love. We're gonna use that, and we're gonna go in the outside corner of our eye. Ooh. That's pretty. It almost looks Pepto-Bismol-y though. Like, oh, if I could have a boyfriend like Darian. Oh, that's how she said it. Oh, Darian. I was like, girl. I mean, I know they're fated to be together, but I was like, at some point, like, stop being upset. I don't know. Sailor Moon's one of the reasons why I went to school, or I'm trying to go back anyway, or to be a comic book artist. Nobody knew exactly where to put me art-wise. I started off in business and graphic design. Then I went to illustration, and then my focus changed from just illustration to a focus in comics. So, and I love the flowy shoujo style of Sailor Moon, but my comic book has a lot of action in it also, so I want to combine those two. And as I keep going, I'm going to show you guys more and more of it, but I'm going to be careful about that because people will still try to steal your work, and I'm not for that. Okay, so since we are going in then out and we're gonna do a lighter pink, we're gonna use the Tuxedo Rose. Ooh, I'm not feeling this color. I feel like it's not blending as well as the color Love is, so I'm just gonna go over this with the color Love. I almost messed up my eyeball. I know that doing the Sailor Moon palette is bright for darker skin tones, but I mean, clearly it is possible. These are like borderline neon colors, so if you love color, you are going to love this palette. If you want to dive into color, you're gonna love this palette. Otherwise, you might not like this palette, but clearly this is really bright. I always stop halfway because I don't want my cut crease to go completely across. I want it to fade away into these other pinks that I have already put on my eye, which is why I don't understand the cut creases that go all the way across, because you're basically putting eyeshadow down and then covering it with concealer completely. Like, if you're gonna do it, have the other colors show through. Otherwise, what is the freaking point in layering up an eyeshadow just to turn around and make it disappear? Also, too, this palette is a little dusty when you're using it, so just keep that in mind. ColourPop is really good for being cheap and really good for color payoff. I don't know about this yellow. And this yellow you have to pack on, because otherwise, and it looks orange. What? I don't know why on the monitor it looks orange, but in person it looks yellow. Okay, we're going to cut the other eye real quick. Okay, see, I did the other eye and it is still orange. Let me see if I can change. There we go, there's the yellow. Okay, so I changed it just a little bit so you guys can see that that's clearly bright and clearly neon. But we're gonna go back down to my color setting that I had it on, because it's more true to my skin tone. And then it looks orange. That's some bullcrap. Okay, so I went and got my James Charles palette because that purple that the palette has, it's not dark enough. I think that's the one downside to this palette, is if you're just not doing like a wash of color and you're trying to do something like a cut crease like I'm doing, it's not gonna hold up. You need a few more deep colors to make it a bit darker where you need it. But it's not a bad palette, but if you're just not, yeah, it looks better. If you're just not trying to do all of this like I am, it's way better. But I wanted to really test the palette because I don't really wear cut creases anyway, but every now and then if I wanted to, it's like I would have to find other colors, and thankfully I have other palettes. Not everybody can afford to get other palettes like this to have other colors and mix them together. So, you know, ColourPop have single colors. They probably have a purple like this, but I don't have a purple from ColourPop that's like this. And some people can only afford to get one palette and they gotta take a risk with that. So just keep that in mind, that If you want transition shades, you're really gonna need a different palette. Hate to say that. I think this palette was like 20 bucks or so. The whole collection altogether was like 80. And then after shipping and handling and all that stuff, it was like 95. So, just keep them prices in mind, because overall, that's not cheap. Silver Millennium as a brown bold color. Okay, so honestly, I got the eyeliner and the lashes. I feel like I shouldn't do anything on the bottom, but I feel like it's missing something. So I am going to take Silver Crystal underneath the eye. We're just gonna dab that below the lash line. Just for a slight shimmer. It's not a whole bunch of shimmer, but when the light hits it, it'll look pretty. Color, let's see. And I always go, but the blush is wearable, so that's good, because blush that's not wearable, but like it's like in your face, I can't deal with that type of blush. And I like that the little blush palette comes with like a mirror, but I don't understand why the actual palette doesn't have a mirror. The lip bundles. So this is Daylight, and I thought this was weird. It is a blotted lip and an ultra glossy lip. So you have this color in like this orangey color. Let's see. It's more of a deep pink, and then the glossy lip is more of a bright, like glossy orange. It's Moonlight. I know she's Sailor Moon, and the lip blot's lighter. I thought because it was in Sailor Moon's form that it would be darker, but it's actually quite light. And then the topper is still in like the orangey family. Like this is from Moonlight and that's from Daylight. The darker one. It's applying quite light though. When I wear lipstick, I always do a blotted lip anyway. So, let's see. It's just me. Alright, nah. If you don't do that, I feel like it'll give you that lip line, that little booty hole lip line. I absolutely hate that. Let this dry. But as I was saying before though, Sailor Moon has been a big influence on how my comic book is going to turn out, just because I have a lot of inspiration from it. I like how each character has like their own story and their own background, and there's a lot of depth to it. Some comic books don't go into so much detail about characters, but I think it's Naoko. Naoko went into a lot of detail about the character's background, and she intertwined them with like the stars and the moons and the planets and all that other stuff. And I just think that's pretty cool. You know, when you can learn more about the characters as if they're real people, people get more engaged. Ooh, it does work. Okay, hold up. Ready. I'm going to take this purple, which is Luna, and I'm going to put it underneath my eye. It's pretty. I like that though. It's really subtle. This look has a lot of color. Ah ha 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 ha. We'll do the forehead. Big old forehead, and just blend this out. So let's try this glitter out. Wait, this is how it looks before the glitter. You know what I'm disappointed about though, comic book wise, is that everybody wants to do a comic book about time, and I'm like, my comic book is kind of about time, and I'm just so upset Hopefully by the time I publish it, it'll die down a little bit. But I'm just like, my comic book deals with time, and I feel like a lot of people may or may not want to read it because a lot of comic books are doing the whole time thing. I'm not gonna go into detail about what it is about, but a lot of comic books are doing that, and I'm like, oh my dear Lord, why? But hopefully when I premiere it, you guys will want to read it. I want to do it digitally so it'll be a little bit more accessible, and it's cheaper to buy and it's cheaper to sell when you do it digitally. So I want everybody to get a chance to read my story. I want to share it. All right, so let's try this glitter. Oh, it's like putty. This color is Moonlight Legend. But the next color is Moon Prism Power. Okay, so that's Moon Prism Power. And then this is, no, Moonlight Legend, and then that's Moon Prism Power. Some people have been putting it kind of close to their eyes. Like, I just put that right there, but it's not like, that could actually get in my eye mode. Just be careful, because apparently this isn't really supposed to be on your face. I've seen a lot of people put it on the top of their eye too. I'm like, that's dangerous, but okay. Oh, it smells like, what does it? It almost smells like lemons or something. I don't know how to explain that. That's funny. Oh, wow. That's pretty, though. We'll just do it across the nose. Nice. So this is the finished look. I'm so glad I did the purple underneath. I was so terrified about that, but I did it. Ooh, cut crease. Could have been better, but yeah, it's plausible. It's possible. So that's one downside. I was gonna give final thoughts, but that's one downside. It does leave like that weird butthole line on your lip. So just, I guess, periodically watch for that. I think it's leaving that line just because it's a little bit sticky. Just a little bit. The palette is great. It's portable. I love the colors because, believe it or not, these colors work good on my skin tone. These I'm a little iffy about, these two, Shining Moon and Twilight Flash, just because they're so bright, but I haven't tried them yet, so I can't speak for that. But usually colors that light end up too chalky on my skin tone, so if you're my skin tone or darker, just keep that in mind. Overall, it's a good palette. It's more of like a Freebird type of palette. Like, you can just brush on a color and blow it out, put on lashes, or just do liner and put on lashes and go, or just go after you do that. Like, it's like a no fuss type of palette. But overall, I like it, and not just because it's Sailor Moon. I actually like these colors. They're really bright, they're really pigmented, and if you like these type of colors, go for it. The other downside is that there's not too many transition shades, so I used the purple from my James Charles Artistry palette. Yeah. The glitterly obsessed things are really good, especially if you're doing like a concert sort of look. Like, I might take these on the BTS concert and use these. These are really cute, and they're subtle, and they're not like so much. My face isn't itchy from it. I break out really easily, so certain makeup or makeup brands I cannot use. Be careful not to get them in your eyeball. Don't put them on top of your eye. I swear. I think these are just for like your hair, body, and like different parts of your face like this. Then you can do highlights and stuff. if you get them in your eye, you're screwed. Like, that's straight ass glitter. They're very, very, very similar in color. So if you got one over the other, I don't think it'll matter too much. I did use the Daylight bundle just because the clear topper is a little bit more orangey. The blotted lip is nice, and the blotted lip is the Usagi, but the Moon Tiara, it's kind of sticky, and it, like I said, the downside of that, it gives you that butthole. I'm pretty sure this does the same thing, and it's Bunhead and Sailor Moon. But this topper is straight up clear. Even though it looks somewhat orange, it's straight up clear. So this has a darker lip to it, and that's probably why this one is darker. But if you want to get both of these, you can. But the set I recommend to get would be Daylight. Anyway, I am done talking because I have talked quite a long time for this. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, a like, and leave a comment if you want. I want to do some more makeup looks. I really want to do more costumey makeup looks, but those take time, and I am going to take time to do these videos. I really like doing these videos. And I will see you in the next one, be it video games, art, or makeup. Thanks again for watching. Bye.